Hey folks, welcome back to another round with Lady Rlyeh. It's turn 15 and we got had an interesting bump here. So yeah, we'll get to that. First battle, we've got some Mind Blasters, we've got some, I believe they're Dreamers up at the front. Maybe they're Madmen. Yoink, and yep. We're getting zapped by numbness. It should not kill anybody, just does a little bit of fatigue damage. There, alright. I don't think we lost anything important here. We lost one mad one. And over here, we're attacking in a cave. There's a pretty good chance I bumped. The Mind Blasters sniped the commander, and these guys are mindless, so they disappear. That was up on Sauron's sphere, which is that little bauble above our planet, our home planet, whereas we are now officially on 3. Okay, so we got that. You know what I was thinking would be funny? The little pirate armada thing would be funny to rush. We're gonna look at that after that, see if it's coming up anytime soon. I don't think it would make us friends, but we're not really playing this game the friend route exactly. I mean, we are and we aren't. We are being extremely friendly. But we are not respecting normal limits for how big one should allow oneself to get. So this is Shark Tribe. We're gonna take some losses here. You see we make pretty good contact, but I think it's with Shark Tribe. Like, that one half a turn before we made contact, we lost so many dudes. You can see some of our guys started running there at the end. We lost, 16 dudes. Most of this is garbage. We only lost 2 of the Kalulus. But I don't remember if we watched the King in Yellow. I just want to show you how he's doing with the gear. He is way upgraded from before. And just look at how fast he deletes stuff. And the blink is so awesome. It really is nice. Look at that. Like, he missed here, and so he blinks forward here, instantly kills him. Very nice. And then Blackwaters, we're going to have a bump here. Which is weird, because I had told Oceania they could have this part of the planet, but they've waited too long. It was turn 14, and they still hadn't taken this, and turn 13 or something, they still hadn't taken another thing in their cap circle. I probably should have told them, but they probably should have told me, because I don't really care if I bump. It's not a big deal. Like, if I lost this whole stack, it wouldn't really matter that much. It would matter a little bit. Oh, well, I feel bad about it. I probably should have. I don't know. I also he didn't have a scout there to see it, but I had a big army next to it. So here's what he's bringing. He's bringing his god, which is Bitch Tits the Dracania. She was a titaness, beautiful beyond belief. When spurned by the previous Pantocrator, she was cursed with the hideous form and was imprisoned on an enchanted isle. Now she appears as a woman with the lower parts of a huge serpent. From the serpents grow 6 dogs that hunger for human flesh. For millennia, the baying dogs have frightened sailors that mistakenly have come too close to her imprisoned island. Her island prison. Now that the Pantocrator's gone, her shackles are weakening, and Dracina will have her millennial imprisonment. She gets a free water, death, and earth gem. And we can see the bless. It's a chill aura, which is interesting. The chill aura could be pretty good on his dudes. We're not going to have super obvious counters to that for a little bit. I mean, our god doesn't care, and our god would murder this whole stack. But yeah, regen, which is nice, and invulnerability, which is going to be pretty helpful for expand. In terms of how good is this against Rlyeh? I would argue not very good. The Chillar is the only thing here that scares me. Invulnerability, we have magic weapons coming out the the you-know-what. Regeneration, we're very killy with big two-handed weapons, so probably regen is going to matter less than it, would in other situations. It'll be very good against my chaff. In fact, the invulnerability regen would be very good. Both of them will be exceptional against my chaff. But against my meteorite guard, which is what we're primarily going to be focusing on, it's not so good. And the chill aura, yeah, pretty good against all those things. It's going to suck, obviously, once we get Frostfend or Water Ward or whatever. But yeah, we would, I don't know. Not scary, because if I'm going to cap him, I just bring my god in my army. And then they're very sad. Oh, and it's a bunch of these guys. These basically turn into centaurs on land, and they go berserk, so that's cool. I think they trample on land too, but here we go. Mind Blast working, getting some of them. We've got some guys here with Affliction, so they're being a little slow. Bitch Tits is making her way down south, and the Centaur have been messed up, something fierce. And the army has not routed yet. And she, you can see, just crushes these Dreamers. Now, these guys are going to do damage, but you can see she just killed the whole tile. 2 of these Illithids, which is not very good. Forget what this guy has. Oh, Paralyze? See, that would be good if he got in melee and paralyzed her. But my guys are now running, and she is now running. So he has had an army retreat, whereas I've had specific squads. I know it appears I've had a general route also. Anyway, he's able to make it off faster than some of my crippled dudes. These crippled guys really holding it down for me. And like that, we win. If he asks, I'll give this back to him probably. Because I did tell him he could have it. But if somebody tells you you can have a province, I mean, like, we agreed to what the borders would be. But that doesn't mean that you can just not ever take it. I don't know. Like, you need to go take it in a reasonable amount of time. It was like turn 14, this cap circle. So I don't know. It's reasonable of me, I think, to think this guy is like struggling for existence. We need to go ahead and take this stuff, which is what I was thinking. That being said, it's also not cool of me to do that. So I don't know. If he wants his province, I'll give it to him back. But in all reality, we're probably going to end our nap with him and eat him soon. I think he's just completely failed expansion and stuff. We're probably like 5 times bigger than... There are some things we can notice, though. One is that he's been recruiting a lot of mages. He's got these Aphori Hierophants, which I'm on the fence about. So they're these dudes. They're expensive, they're sacred, so he could, like the water ones maybe Quicken Self, and the nature ones maybe Bark Skin, and then with the Blessed, they're not horrible. They've got pretty high defense. Some of that comes from the quarterstaff, but I mean, it doesn't seem bad. I don't see a lot of the Aphori, which I think I was actually worried about. And instead, he seems to be making these satyr, whatever you call them. He's making a lot of these dudes. So I don't know. I mean, these will cause some problems for me because of the poison barbs and, Chilara. There's a lot of resistance stuff I would need that I don't have. But my god would murder all this. I'll see. If he doesn't ask for this back, I'm not going to volunteer it. And I'll probably just march. If he doesn't say anything, we have a nap. If he doesn't say anything... But he could also consider this to void our nap. That would be a reasonable thing. But I would expect for him to tell me if he's going to attack me. I'm not going to just go and attack him, but I may come over here and take these. I don't think this is a violation of our nap, exactly. I don't know. This is a little bit on the fence. Like, if you were out there and you think this violates our non-aggression pact, in the sense that, like, I'm a dirty, horrible person, I could understand that. But you can't, in my opinion... You can't expect to not take stuff at, like at turn 14, it was unclaimed. And for people to not take it because you had it was agreed that you could come on the planet. So I don't know. I don't know at all. But I wonder, let's see what cap sites Oceania gets. Considering they may become ours reasonably soon. Four and 2. Yeah, we'd be a real nature powerhouse. I mean, our nature income is already ridiculous. I do want to fight these guys before Foul Vapors comes online, but we have a ways to that. We have a real ways to that. I'm gonna have enchantment soon. Anyway, so we'll take a look at the map over here. We've taken out the Shark Tribe. Over here, though, there's Turtle Tribe. We may beat that. I think we would probably lose, actually. And furthermore, if we did win, it would be with super high attrition. So we're going to circle back and take the rest of the easy stuff. I wanted to have a force that could come through here and win, but that ain't happening. It's very sad. Meanwhile, we have taken... This group's going to continue to push forward and hopefully just end up right over here. This group, which we brought over here, they're going to come up here. And from here, they're going to have to make their way to this province. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna be a long ass time to get here, and then they're gonna go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's gonna be a long ass time. So I'll probably get my god to help work back from here to here, coming through. That's kind of what I'm thinking now. Over here on this planet, we have taken this province adjacent to the throne. This is a really nice province, by the way. 11k pop. We're going to make a scout here, ping the throne, and then for the next couple turns, this guy's going to dance around. You know, he could take these Shark Tribe because they're a little annoying to kill, and he could take the Kalulus because they're a little annoying to kill too, in that quantity. But what I think I really want, and the guy who's looking over my shoulder while I play is actually right now typing to me, brainstorming ideas about this. I really need to find a land spot near the jellyfish so that I can crank out cultists, because the cultists do the temple training. So anyway, I need to find that. And right now I'm thinking this is actually pretty ideal because this connects here to here. So it's actually a pretty good connection point to get from the jellyfish over to... So like if I want to get up into this world, basically it will reinforce cultists into both these worlds reasonably quickly. 40. Yeah, this one I could also maybe take. The thing is, I just signed a non-aggression pact with Midgard, who's being played by the guy who's playing He always plays elves. Anyway, he's pretty good with them. And I just said, I ended up fighting him last game too. And what's funny is last game, he actually killed Late Age Rlyeh underwater. But Late Age Rlyeh misplayed pretty heavily, in my opinion. But anyway, we're going to be the friendly underwater nation, and we're not going to mess with him. I told him I was willing to nap him, and what's fun, he said, I'll nap you, but as long as you give the island to me. Which, I was thinking it's funny, because normally land nations don't have conditions. But I could be like, oh, we have a nap, and then I take these two. And right now, he's going to have more power over here than me. Like, it would not be reasonable for me to take these two, I don't think. I mean, I could, but I don't think I would really expect to hold it. You know, I don't have a fort being built yet. A bunch of things. It's going to take a while for us to get fully set up. Another option for a land throne is, for a land fort is maybe here on this throne, but that's going to piss Ulm and Jotunheim off. So we'll see. We're going to try to not... Here's what we're going to try. Here's how I'm thinking about this. We're going to nap everybody that wants to, just about. We're going to avoid things that actively piss people off. Except, and the big exception is, we're not going to slow our growth. We are going to get wildly big. Even though it may piss people off. Because, yeah, we want to be big. Also, apparently I was talking with Kangobia about coalitioning Krieg. And apparently he went and told Krieg that I was part of a coalition. I don't know. There are two people I told, and one of them I'm pretty sure was the one that told him. So we'll put a little note in our black book for Kangobia. Not able to keep secrets. And not, it's one thing to tell a player they're going to get coalitioned. It's another to say who is doing the coalitioning. So, yeah. We're going to come over here, kill these pale ones. And then from here, these guys are going to head south. And then we're going to take this, and we'll be happy. These caves are actually pretty nice, because our PD, if we put a fort in here, is going to have dark vision. So that's pretty good, and there's some special sites we can build in caves later on in the game. But yeah, things going pretty good. We're cranking out units on all our forts, trying to use up as much of our resources and recruitment points as we can. In our capital, we're patrolling now. We got a bunch of these Lobos. I probably need to go ahead and get... In fact, after this guy's done, I probably will do it. We'll go ahead and get another Illithid Lord, or another couple of them. Or maybe I'll get that up here and then send them south, because I want to have an Illithid Lord basically with just Lobos always patrolling here. But we're starting to get another army. And then, okay, finishing up this thing. So our guys retreated here. We're going to come over here and pick up some Mine Blasters and Meteorite Guard. We've got 2 Meteorite Guard here. So we'll have to deal with that. Pick them up. We've also just got a boatload of garbage here. Just waiting for us to shuttle it off and besieged. And yeah, that's basically what's happening. We're site searching here. Hopefully, we haven't had much luck site searching lately, but I would say I'm pretty happy with how it's been going overall. This guy site searched here, did not find anything. Apparently there's an ancient temple either here or here. Though I guess it could also be on land somewhere up here. I'm not exactly sure how that event works. So we'll have to see. But yeah, I think we're also going to have this thing just spewing out cultists. And they're going to be on basically long-ass journeys to get to where they need to go. Especially until I get this other fort up. And like, even if I get this, I'm going to get it. Like this province over here, I think. And I may change my turn, but I'm going to get it right now. But I'm probably not going to fort it for a while. Like, forting priorities right now are this is the next fort I want. And this is the next fort I want. And then the third fort I get after that will be probably this one. So it's a bit of a delay in terms of, you know, when all that will be happening. But yeah, boys. Things are happening. This group's going to be expanding real nice. Real nice. Yeah. The only thing I have a little bit of angst over is this squad here is going to be wasting so many turns marching around. I hate that. I have switched over, by the way, to get one more round of Slave Guardians to build this force up to a, you know, a horrifying level. And we'll come through here and take all this. But yeah, I think that's it. A quick episode. Oh, we got some death gems from an event. That was nice. Oh, and our Star Child finally got killed. These Dwellers in the Deep, if you summon them, they have a twice as high a chance of attack. And yeah, they're gonna murder this guy. Yeah, he's very paralyzed. And now he is routed. And they come in and yoink. So yeah, that sucks. He was pretty cool. He had 5 summoning. We're gonna have this guy go in, start to get his skill up. As soon as I can, we're gonna do Ritual of Returning on him, which will be, oh, I forgot it's way down here at 5. Yeah, this guy's probably gonna die. It's okay. It's worth it to roll for vastnesses, I think. And the other great news is, of course, the cultist this turn is gonna come straight down here, take over the job from Vulcan. And he's going to go do other things. Once we get Thom 3, we can teleport. And the nice thing about that... Oh god, where are you? Yeah, teleport. The nice thing about that is we'll be able to get these guys and zap them to our other forts to do temple summoning and stuff if we don't want to wait for the cultists to arrive. So that's probably it. I promise next time we will do more than 1 turn per episode. But for now, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.